to this week's Talking Codswallop. I am Gemma.
I am just swallowing a mouth of coffee, but I am James.
I like to catch him out at the best of times. And James, did you know that today's episode is 250 episodes that we've done this?
Wow, 250 episodes. To think that Gemma has been there since the very start. By God, she's looking good for 90.
You cheeky fucker. I was actually I meant to look this up before we started recording, though, to see how many episodes it is that you've been on. So
okay, so I've just got to admit I did lie. Gemma isn't 90. She's actually 125. She's half the age of the number of episodes. It's impressive, though. She looks very good for that age.
It is, and thank you for vamping while I search. Still searching. Right.
I for some reason I'm thinking 37 in a row, but I don't know. Maybe
I don't think it was that. Just bear with me. Oh, number 27. So you were close.
Ooh, 10 out.
Yeah.
Which is impressive for somebody with no working memory.
Yeah. So what's the calculation of that then? How many episodes have you basically, well, anyway, that's a lot of episodes. Let me get my calculator.
223 episodes.
There we have it, folks. Don't need a calculator when you got a James.
Wow. 223 episodes where the quality declined dramatically.
I mean, it did at first. It's now fine.
Oh, by God, it did, yes.
It took James spending a little bit of money to get, a decent microphone and set up. And now look at him. He's incredibly set up.
And I try my best.
I got my video sorted out this week, so there's no green flashing.
Nope, it's very nice. It doesn't look like a weird 1980s music video. It's all very clear. You can see your lovely face.
Yeah.
And a really cool background.
Well, yeah. It's a bit of a tip at the moment, to be honest. That's why this episode isn't going to be released as a video format. But yeah, because I've got my wardrobe over here. I've got all different stuff, but I'm in my mum's art studio still. So, it's all good.
Don't worry, Tadpoles. There's still a skinned hamster in front of her.
Oh, there is. And an incredibly white face as I'm facing the sunshine. I mean, if I was to release this episode, people would need to wear sunglasses to watch this because my face is so white.
So for all future episodes, it's going to have to be a spray tan.
Yeah, or I just shut the blinds because I think it's the fact that the sunshine is coming through the window and it's
natural light. It's horrible. Yeah, I've got it hitting me. Ooh.
Oh dear. So, and before we move off the 250 episode part, we've not really planned anything because otherwise we'd be a different podcast. But James is just blowing his nose as we speak. But I did Google 200. What does 250 mean? Because I was thinking maybe it's like it's got some sort of significance or whatever. I found this, which I thought was actually quite funny, that in China 250 means idiot.
That sums up this podcast perfectly.
Doesn't it? It's a term used as an insult, which means stupid person or to be simple. Why? One explanation is that it comes from a currency, basically.
Okay.
From ancient China. So yeah, I'm not going to pronounce what the currency says because we all know that I can't pronounce words at the best of times. So
not only is this podcast fun, it's also educational.
Yeah, there we have it, folks. Educational. So how have you been, James, since we recorded last?
It seems like it was only a short time ago, which I guess it was, but it's not been too bad. It's the ground is no longer covered by a constant permafrost where it's freezing every single minute I leave the house. And I can see green fields, which of course improves my mood somewhat. I did attempt this morning to do a little bit of gardening because it helps the old mental health and a few things need sorting out. But I was in so much pain afterwards with my knees, which I expect with one of my knees, but not both of them. I was like sitting in a chair going, oh my God, this hurts. But other than that, I'm fine. I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, no, I'm considerably better than you.
It's not difficult, let's be honest.
No, not really.
The bar is that low with me. It's like, am I healthier than James yet? Then I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay at that point.
That's the level that I go by, to be honest. Yeah. Am I feeling better than James? James is here. I'm about here. Yeah. It's a good couple of centimeters at least.
No, can't see me, but I'm nodding furiously.
He is, and he's also laughing. So don't worry, folks. I'm not mean. I am mean, but I'm funny.
Smidgen.
Or I think I am anyway. Also, when you said fields of green, in my head, I was going, I see fields of green, red roses too. But yeah, my week's been all right so far. It's Tuesday. It's all good. Yeah,
so it's pretty worrying for both of us if the week's on like a major slide by on this point. But it can happen. It can happen. Yeah.
The developments of my room being decorated is coming along very well. All the painting has been done. There's going to be a guy came around this morning to measure up for fitting a new carpet as well, because all of this stuff that hasn't been done for about 10 years. So, it's kind of well overdue, really, in a way. And and there'll be a wardrobe arriving soon as well. So,
and what carpet colour are you aiming for?
Stone.
That so grey.
Yeah.
A greyish colour. Yeah,
it's like a greyish colour. So it's fairly light because like the walls are a nice yellowy colour, not ginger. That's covered on last week's episode. And obviously all the white work's been done, but most of my furniture is like white now as well. So it actually looks really quite nice in there now.
Excellent.
It's all excellent. Yeah, it's all very exciting and new. Have I done it? I don't think I have done anything. I've just finished watching the what's it called? That Sabrina program anyway. Which
Sabrina the Teenage Bitch. Oh, sorry, that was the original.
Yeah. Well, actually, it's funny that you mentioned the original because they have got like a couple of cameos in it as well. Because like the series is completely finished now.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and they wrapped it up pretty nicely, to be honest. So it was, if, like I said last week, if you're looking for something just lighthearted to watch, is perfect for that. If you're looking for something really serious, then it's not your cup of tea, not at that point sort of thing. There was a little cameo of, obviously the original series, the Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
The aunties that were in that, they actually make an appearance in this show as well, nice. Which I thought was actually quite a fun little, nod to it sort of thing. So, yeah, that was good.
I actually read something interesting about the original. They were saying that one of the main reasons that Miss Joan Hart was cast in the original was the fact that her mother was one of the casting people on it, or was one of the casting or the producers on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, she did do a good job as far as I can remember. So I never had any fault with her acting when I was a kid watching it. So,
I remember starting out, and was it called Clarissa Explains It All?
Yeah, that was it.
That show. I didn't really watch. I remember watching that a bit, but I didn't particularly watch Sabrina that much. I don't think.
No, I suppose in a way, and not that it's sort of by today's standards, but by when we were young standards, it's like that was a girls' program, wasn't it? It was, that was classed as like I suppose. And not that men couldn't watch it or boys couldn't watch it or whatever, but, you know, I suppose in those days it was sort of like marketed to sort of girl watching rather than boy watching.
I think probably the reason I saw Clarissa explained it on more, I think, was that on a Saturday morning? Probably like a block of stuff. It might have been like after Superman or something. So that's probably why I saw it. But
yeah.
Hey.
And we only had 4 channels in those days, didn't we?
That would be correct, wouldn't it? Unless you had satellite TV. But yeah, it would have been 4 channels.
Yeah.
My God, I think TV was actually better then.
Yeah, exactly. Because they really had to think about what they put on there rather than same old shit and reboots and re-releases and it's like, you know, at one point Comedy Central was the Impractical Jokers show. You know what I mean? It's not that there's anything wrong with Impractical Jokers either. I mean, I haven't watched it for quite a while now, to be honest. But seeing it sort of back to back is like, okay. Or MTV as Catfish, you know, which, to be fair, I love watching Catfish. Just, I've said this before, I'm sure, but I love it when it all goes wrong. It's just like, in your face.
I'm assuming the entire purpose of Catfish is that it's going to go wrong, though.
Yeah.
So if it went right, it'd be a completely different TV show. But you're right on the reboot front, because, I mean, I was never a huge fan of that 70s show.
Yeah.
But now that's had like it's had a sequel, hasn't it, with that 90s show.
Yeah.
So I've not seen any of that yet. But
no, I saw a trailer for it and I was like, it's kind of the same program again, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, more than likely it will be. It's also slightly unnerving that they are making shows about when we were young.
yeah, I suppose actually, because the 90s obviously was when we were growing up, wasn't it? Yeah, so I suppose in a way it might be quite good to watch it just to, you know, sort of like see that side of things. But yeah, I don't know. It didn't look overly great.
Well, it's not. I mean, we'll see how it goes, but I think it's only been like an 8. It finished its run. It was maybe 8 episodes or something, or it's set on whatever a specific run. So we'll see if it succeeds. Before I forget, it also looks like you have Thor's hammer behind you, but I think it's just part of the break in a cupboard and something that's at the bottom of it.
Oh yeah,
Which is what it is. I spent a bit of time looking at it, thinking, what is that? They're right. It's something on top of something else, and the line where the cupboard doesn't meet the wall.
No, that's it as well. But I did have to sort of quickly look at it. I'm looking at it rather than turning my head to actually look at it. You know, I'm looking at the camera. But that's definitely I'm not sure exactly what it is, but you know, maybe it's a mystery.
Yeah.
What is this item?
Yeah. And again, for the salty tadpoles, you can't see, but it really does look like a hammer. Yes, it does. It does now that you said it. And that's probably going to be the only thing that I focus on for the rest of this episode now. It's all your fault. Well, I think that's me covered, to be honest. So not really done anything overly special. So, yeah. And have you got any codswallop? Well, I mean, I do. For a moment, I was like, oh my God, maybe she's got none. No. Which is absolutely unheard of. It was going to be a none. But then for the last 24 hours, my eye has been twitching. It's been twitching. And it's been really frustrating me. But it's often your eyes twitch, don't they, when you're feeling cold, when you're feeling tired and stuff like that. But yeah, so my twitchy eye can bugger off is my codswallop. Yeah, I've been there. It's pretty horrible when that happens, when it lasts quite a while. Well, hopefully when you rest up, it will pass. That I've found yet more annoying adverts when I'm trying to watch things. I mean, in general, they are annoying because it's YouTube. And it always reminds me, when I finished my job working in housing, there was some music played by Lyndon. He did this thing where he came to like a breakfast we all had for when we were going. It was loads of us at it. Mm-hmm. And he was trying to play music off YouTube, and he just went, every bloody time there's an advert. So it's something I always remember him saying.
Yeah.
It's just, it's so annoying. I get there has to be sponsorship, but I still remember the days when there were no adverts at all and just loaded a video up and it was there. And now it's for, and I can't remember the firm, but it's, I think it's Jet2 or something, or TUI, or was it Jet2? Jet2 last time annoyed me. This time it's TUI. It's always bloody travel adverts. Go away.
Yeah, we can't go anywhere right now because, can't afford it. And also, well, that's the thing, isn't it? It's my mum was saying, because they're just her and Graham are in the process of updating their passports, so they're sorting that all out and whatnot. But apparently after the 1st of February it all goes up, and like skyrockets up. But as always for everything. And also, but the cost of like holidays are going up as well. So it's like, well, do I really need a passport if I can't afford to go on holiday? It's like a way up, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's always useful to have a passport as well for like ID. There's beneficial there, but
I'll use my driving license. So
but on either of those options, it's always useful to update you. What I will say on redoing passports is it's a hell of a lot simpler than it used to be. Because, I say that when my father tried to renew his, he couldn't even get the supposed set, photograph done. It wouldn't work. The photograph on his passport was taken by me here in my house, where we got very good lighting and it's used perfectly. They're absolutely happy with it because the stuff that was supposed to, in a booth correctly done, blah, 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 sent by the post office, they wouldn't accept it. So it wasn't a clear enough picture.
No, it's like my mum. It was actually quite funny last night. We were trying to do it, and hopefully she'll not mind me saying this, but I'm sure she'll be fine. But I what we did was, because we haven't got a scanner at the moment, so she'd taken some photos, like at the booth sort of thing, or or somebody had taken a photo anyway. Yeah, so she was going to use that because obviously she's already got them. So we took a picture of them with the iPad, and obviously didn't do any enhancement or anything like that. We tried to make it the right sort of size, and it was the right size and everything, but then it was rejected because it said your eyes are closed. But because she doesn't have her glasses on, her eyes automatically do close. So you're not closed, but they're like smaller than they would be if she had her glasses on, sort of thing. So, it's like, oh, so you can't use that picture. You're going to have to just have a picture of you going like this.
Yes, the psychopathic stare. That'll get you through customs, won't it? No,
Open your eyes.
I do know what you mean, because that's the problem that my dad had. It kept rejecting. I mean, that was something that was useful rather than just send it off and then it getting rejected. If, say, you sent it in the post, at least when it goes digitally, it'll be rejected there and then. But it was quite interesting. What I do like is that at least if you have the passport all set, you can use it for other government documents, the picture. So they let you use it on your driving license and things like that, which does make it a lot easier. But So, Tuples, did you think, because with us every week you learn something new, so we've been talking about documents and legal documents and passports and driving licenses.
And Chinese meanings.
Yes, and absolutely Chinese meanings. And how much I truly hate the music used in travel adverts, but they obviously work because they're stuck in my head.
Yes.
And I've remembered the adverts, so they're doing what they should do. They're just very annoying.
Yeah, absolutely. And what is the song anyway for the TUI one?
It's nondescript. It's just like it's I don't know. It's just like a nondescript, but I don't think it's a song. I think it's been written for the advert, but it's just I can hear it in my head now.
Because it's been quite funny. Because like this last week, obviously after we recorded, that Jet2 advert just keeps appearing in front of my eyes, and I'm like, I obviously saw it before, but I must have like blanked it out before because it was just like, oh, la, 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 I don't care, kind of thing. But now, because it's like, it's been brought up a Codswallop, I was like, oh, this bloody thing.
It must be great. She did comment on the fact that the lady who wrote it was saying about she comes on the fact people contact to say it's annoying, but it must be a good money spinner for her. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you look at the fact that like being an actor or whatever in adverts is a lot of money, actually they say that, to be honest, they can make more money doing that than well, maybe not a film, but like whatever. I imagine it would be very similar thing with their songs as well.
I almost said something about royalties.
Okay.
I almost said it, but I had to stop myself.
Go on, say it anyway.
No, it will impact upon a future episode, so I can't say anything.
Oh, okay.
I can't say anything.
What, our mystery guest?
Yes, but what I will say, were you measuring breast cup size then?
No, I was doing jazz hands.
All right.
I think it's distracting when we're on video together because we can see each other and it's like...
She's lying tadpoles. She's making obscene gestures. No, but yeah, I'm used to that one. I'm used to that obscene gesture off you all the time.
I just put my middle finger up, by the way, everyone, to see
I'm totally used to that. No, but a royalty one that I can mention is the fact that every single episode of The Simpsons, Danny Elfman gets royalties because he wrote the music.
Ah, yes. Yeah. Oh God, Danny Elfman's a genius, isn't he? Really, I love that.
And
man.
I have to also wonder for the startup tone on Windows. That, if I remember, is Brian Eno. So he must get a reasonable. I mean, he won't get it every time, but he must have got a reasonably good payoff for writing the starting tone for Windows. Yep.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yep. Every single time.
Yeah.
So we have him to blame for that. I don't know how Brian Ferry will feel about that one.
Oh, we are very educational this week, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah. I think Graham and my mum are just going out.
All good. It's all good.
Now I'm waving. Okay, they are going.
Yeah.
They've left the little snot bag with me though. But yeah.
I assume you mean socks by the little snot bag.
Yeah, of course I do. Yeah. But
out of interest, he says he's snotty. Does he drool? You get dogs that drool a lot.
He does if we're eating. So he's like, because he's doing that because he wants to have some of whatever we're eating. So yeah, I've been put off eating eggs now because it's just like a long, it looks like it a bit like an egg to me. I can't eat eggs anymore. It's just grossed me out completely. So yeah, yes, it's not just blowing noses that I have issues with. It's
so for our next episode, if I was there blowing my nose while eating very runny scrambled eggs, it'd destroy you.
Well, no, it'd be more if you were eating raw. If you were eating like a fried egg, because the fried egg sometimes you get like the little
yes,
the bits that don't cook properly and stuff. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on because it's really turned my stomach. I don't want to talk about it anymore. It's making me feel sick. So, oh dear, that was torture. That was. So, have you been watching anything fun this week?
Have I? No, I don't think I have. I actually don't think I have. Nope, I've not watched anything. No.
Not Stranger Things, like you promised.
No, I'll spring that as a surprise on you. You least expected that I've actually watched some of it. I honestly don't think Nope, can't think of anything. I've not even finished that Hunters thing.
No.
I've not even finished watching that yet. So, what about you?
I've obviously finished the Sabrina program, and yeah, that's it really for me. So I haven't really got anything else to add to that. Let's move on to something else because I feel awkward.
It's all good. It's all good. Is this going to be a standard episode or is this going to be a short episode?
I don't know. They have been short just lately, haven't they? So, yes, because we're trying out Zoom, we don't want to pay for it yet. We will be paying for it when it comes to having our guest on.
We'll be knackered if the guest goes, I can only do like 40 minutes. Damn it.
Yeah, we'll be like, oh bollocks. I get the impression that he's a little bit of a chatterer though, so I think it'll be all right.
Sorry, I didn't know we were assigning a gender to our mystery guest.
Oh, sorry.
It's just a guest. Just a guest.
They. Yes. Them, they, non-gender specific. Yeah. He, she
could be male, could be female, could be anything.
Well, they could be technically looking like a female but identifies as a male, so it could have been right there.
Yeah, or vice versa. Yeah.
And we've been dropping little nuggets of who the guest might be. So So have you picked up on them, Salty Tadpoles? That's our question.
Have you indeed? Have you managed to glean anything from what we've said, or maybe not? Who knows? Maybe we're working so well that nobody has yet been able to guess who our guest may or may not be.
Yeah, exactly. Apart from the people that I've told, but because I got excited, I had to tell someone. So if you're in that group of people that I've told, then woo. If you're not in that group of people that I've told, you could just ask, and I might tell you.
It's all just a giant. It's all just a giant riddle.
It is, yeah. But we are very excited. Still.
Yeah, there could be a slight link in riddle, or maybe there isn't. Who knows?
No, it could be. Who knows? It could be like a buddy song or a poem.
Yeah, true.
I struggled.
Yeah.
I really struggled with that bit. But yes, so it could be anything. It could be, who is it?
Yes. It is. It's we can't give too much away.
Nope.
So
because what if they cancel and then we've got egg on our face and we don't want to talk about eggs again, do we?
No. That would be a very hairy situation.
Yes. Definitely. Yes. Right. Okay. We are struggling here to talk about something. So should we just move on to stories of the week and have a short episode this week?
I think so. Because there's no point dragging out and diminishing the quality when we can keep it good and move it down.
Yeah, exactly. So just because you get a short episode doesn't mean that the content is short.
No.
So, so instead of, I was going to make a joke at the beginning saying that we're going to record for 250 minutes because it's our 250th episode. We've actually done 250 seconds. Okay. So that's how it's going.
I'm just looking out to see what the weather was doing outside because I'll be going for a little walk in a bit. So,
okay.
Just slightly moist.
Lovely and moist.
It's not raining, so it's drizzle, I think, more than anything. But it is preferable to when it's just constantly like -6 all the time. But I suppose we've got more of it on the way.
Oh no. That's not good. Because, I mean, like I've said before, I'd love to have the snow, but having this cold, rainy shit is, it's not fun. So,
but no, it was pretty horrible when it went really cold. It was just days of it, just days of frozen stuff. So, anyway, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Could be a lot worse, could be a lot better. The people in Canada would be laughing at us. So, anywhere really. Scotland. We're no good at dealing with cruddy weather. Speaking of Scotland, my dad's there at the moment on holiday. So,
is he?
Yeah.
What part?
I've no idea.
Oh,
I can't even. I honestly couldn't even remember that he'd gone away. He's gone back to his usual thing of just here, there, and everywhere. So,
well, that's fair enough. He's using his passport well then.
Well, probably not for Scotland. If you had to use a passport there, it'd be interesting. But who knows? In the future, those things may happen. So,
do you not have to use a passport? I might keep this in now. Do you not need to use a passport to fly?
Well, he hasn't flown. No, I don't think you would do because you're internal to the United Kingdom.
Oh, because when I flew to Edinburgh, I had a passport, so I used my passport, but I thought it was just like because I'm going on the plane.
Possibly, but I don't know. You went by coach, so there's obviously no need for a passport there. So
no, definitely.
I don't think I could be wrong. So if anyone with any sort of tadpoles know the answer to that one, please tell me. But I find it unlikely, but who knows?
Yeah, because this originally here was supposed to just be a chat between me and James for a minute, but and then it was quite interesting. So I'm going to put that bit in.
Cool. And why not?
Yeah, more passport talk.
Yeah, it's true, actually. Yeah, just continue from the original thing.
Yeah, exactly. So, Mr. Socks last week didn't have, when we were recording, he had a bit of a funny turn again, didn't he? So, not that you witnessed it, or luckily I didn't either this time, but I can hear him in the corridor. I can hear him in the hallway. I don't know what I'm saying corridor for, because I don't ever say corridor. I can hear him in the hallway going, because the door's shut and he can't get in.
Yeah. Socks, behave yourself.
Oh, he is. He's just huffing. He's just like, does no one love me? Because obviously my mum and Graham have gone out as well. So it's like, oh, no one loves me.
Nope. No one loves you, Socks. No. Stay in the corridor.
Nope. Yeah. I mean, God, that could not be any further from the truth. Yeah, he's my favorite thing in the whole entire world. But at the same time, he still has to stay out in the corridor, because otherwise he will be in here and he'll be going tappity tap tap, tappity tap tap, tappity tap tap. And everyone will hear all of the audio that goes tappity tap tap. Nightmare. A nightmare. Anyway, James, so should we move on to our stories of the week?
Yes.
Yeah? Yes. Okay. So have you got one or two?
I've got one. No, I've only got one.
You got one. So should we do an actual James sandwich this week?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes, unless we've both got the same story. That's the only problem.
We will soon find out. I'll let you go first.
Okay. So I've got a nice, cute one or a revenge one. I think the revenge one should be the ending.
Yes, I agree. I agree. Let's go with a nice, cute one first.
Okay. So rabbits treated to a luxury spa treatment and parties at resort just for bunnies. Ah. The city has a huge population of animals, as most residents live in small apartments unsuited to larger or more energetic pets. We don't know what city, but there we have it. Bunny style, sounds a bit dodgy, resorts offer care and stimulation. Okay, bunny style, stimulation, okay, to pet bunnies while their owners are away. The resort owner is Donna Lee, began the company in a simple room that offered space for rabbits to play in, away from the stifling Hong Kong heat. So we're in Hong Kong at the moment. But I do like the idea that, there's actually a place for bunnies to go around and bounce up and down and stuff like that. And yeah, James is nodding too. But as the city eased its COVID restrictions, Lee spotted a market opportunity for offering a more comprehensive service. Supervised exercise is still a key part for the bunnies' stay, but their time at Bunny Style can also involve nail trimming, hair brushing, and luxury rabbit dining. Which sounds a little bit awful, doesn't it? It's like rabbit pie.
I was thinking that. I was thinking, is this all prior to them going to the pot?
Yeah. Was special vegetable cake particularly popular? So there's a vegetable cake that they really like.
Like I said, we're eating them next, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. Because what goes with bunny pie? Veg, normally. Owners are provided with a live stream of their pet's activity, as well as the special video clips. Staying at Bunny Style costs $15 per night, though some activities may charge extra. So let's see. The resort was full during the Christmas period and currently busy around the celebrations of Chinese New Year. Which actually, ironically, the Chinese, I'm talking about Chinese again, but the Chinese New Year this year is the rabbit, isn't it? It's a good time.
It is.
Yeah.
So it all works well.
Yeah. So it does. It works out very well. And Lee is already taking bookings for Easter. So you'd think, although, you know, that would be quite fun, wouldn't it? Like get the kids to come round, have a little, you know, there's the Easter bunny. No, there's the Easter bunny, you know. And why do Easter bunnies come out of eggs? And nobody knows. And so when I look after them, I talk to them a lot, telling them how beautiful and cute they are, she says. Oh, sorry, I missed out an entire bit there. Sorry. I think rabbits understand what people say. They can sense. That makes sense now, doesn't it? They can sense whether we are being nice to them and look after them well. And so when I look after them, I talk to them a lot, telling them how beautiful and cute they are. Now it makes sense, like I said. Hong Kong's huge rabbit problem also brings challenges for the city, as large numbers of pets end up abandoned after their initial appeal to the owner wears off, which I think is really sad. You shouldn't do that. Last little bits. Modern rabbit shelters such as Tolo Bunny, I think, set up in 2015, aim to find these abandoned animals new homes. They can come live with me, is what I say. But also maybe not. But the start of the new year is generally a major challenge as recent owners give up their pets during the holidays. The founder of Tolo Bunny, or Tola Bunny, not sure, is Winky Chen. There you go. Winky.
Nice. And if the rabbits all came to live with you, Socks would be very well fed.
He would, or we could just train him to not eat them. I think that would also be an option.
That's not going to happen, is it? Let's be honest. You'd just be chasing them around the garden and chowing down.
Yeah, we'll be like, you know how you were rescued, Socks? You know, and we took you into our lives. Well, these are rescued too, you know. It's never going to work. Never.
Not a chance.
No, you nearly ate the carpet man this morning, so you know it's you know, not literally, everybody, don't worry. Yeah, so that's what that is all about. So the Chinese New Year is all about rabbits, and they are focused on their little rabbit housings, so which is nice.
Now, I've got an interesting one here. So,
go on then.
You know how there's a concern that names can die out?
Yes.
Well, there is a man called Graham who calls for more baby Grahams to stop the extinction of Graham. So, Graham Curry, who's 34, reckons more babies should be called Graham, despite parents staying well clear in recent years. The retail assistant said, I think it's kind of a cool name. I was noticing a lot of younger people with different names. It was like Graham seemed to be rarer. I think it's always good to encourage the older names like Graham, Guy, and Greg. So he just said a thing about people named with the name beginning with G.
Yeah.
Not sure I approve of that, Graham. That's kind of namist. Graham was one of 7 male names labelled extinct by Babel in a study last year. Babel, whatever. Yeah. So the language expert analysed the last century of records from the Office for National Statistics, comparing parents' name choices in 2020 with the 100 most popular names between 1914 and 1994. Girls' names that seemingly went extinct in 2020 include Bertha, Doreen, Mandy, and Phyllis. Graham believes the move away from his name represents a societal shift. He said, societal shift, sorry. He said, I guess...
Who's reading this article, me or you?
I know. I think it's osmosis, inability to pronounce things from... Yeah. It's soaking in from you.
Yeah, no, definitely.
He said, I guess society is moving on in a way. I think names are a good thing that show a part of history. I wouldn't say I felt lonely, but I guess the only good side of having an extinct name is that you don't get confused with other Grahams. I believe the name Graham sets you on a good path. I feel the same with a lot of older names. It sets you out in a certain way. He added, but my brother's nickname for me is Grey Hair, and I think that's associated with Graham. Okay. Sometimes I get called Grams or Grammy. I like those nicknames, but my brother likes his name for me. I think people notice my second name more, and the only thing they comment on with my first name is the spelling, which is Graeme. And being a Metro article, that's it, folks.
Yep.
That's the extent of the well-written article and our education in the matter. Huzzah!
Huzzah! Well, I suppose in a way, though, you could say that any name is being extinct, really, isn't it? It's like, there's a load of Grahams still out there. Okay, yeah, there's not a lot of baby Grahams, and it doesn't really seem like a baby name, does it? It's not like something you can, abbreviate down to make it cute for a baby or whatever.
It'll like most things, it'll come full circle at some point. Graham will come back into the run. It's like Archie seems to be a name that's sort of come back in a bit more. At one point, wouldn't have heard anybody really called Archie. So
no, but that's because the Royals called their baby Archie, isn't it? So
possibly, yeah. Didn't think of that one.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you're definitely right there. So, Graham, don't worry. Your name is not obsolete yet.
No, not yet. Give it time, Graham.
Yeah.
And rest safe in the knowledge that it will come back into fashion at some point. You'll probably be dead at that point, but shit happens.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I don't ever understand all the different spellings of Graham though. But then I suppose, people with a Gemma with a J out there, spelling the name wrong and
just go with the weird thing of whenever we don't see Graham, just call him Graham.
Yeah. Or Graham, yeah.
Great, yes. Graham, yes.
Yeah.
Hello, Graham.
It's like, no. Yeah, because you really can't abbreviate the name, can you, at all? So that's weird. It's a weird name. Anyway, there you are. There we have it. Now to put the other slice on to James's sandwich. Sorry,
before that happens, Gemma has spoken, Graham, and that's why your name's wrong. It can't be abbreviated. Your name's crap. She's saying it, and it's tough.
Yeah, definitely. But also, Graham, at least if you're listening, you know who I am. Oh my God, I've gone even whiter than I was earlier. I'm sorry.
Albino.
Yeah. Hold on. That's better. Put my hair over my face. Sorry. Yes, so sorry, Graham. At least you spell your name right. So it's Graham. Right. So, yes, let me put that other slice onto James's sandwich with a revenge story. So let's hope it's a good one. There's a lot of build up for it for nothing otherwise. So, woman gets revenge winning lottery after husband went off with best friend. Ooh. Let's hope it was more than £10. A woman who was dumped by her husband for her best friend won the lottery jackpot on the anniversary that he left. The unnamed woman, who is a seamstress in Colombia, was days away from losing her home when she won £268,000 from 2 lottery tickets, which obviously that's good because, poor thing, she was going to lose her home. In the middle of celebrating her new riches, she even received a flirtatious phone call from her ex-husband. I don't like him, is what I'm saying. However, she quickly brushed off his good wishes, and with local news outlet Zorona, reports. So she brushed him off, basically. She said, sod you with your good wishes. Just because I'm rich now doesn't mean that you can actually have any of the money. Ha, in your face, fucker. The woman, obviously, that's not actually possibly what she said, but I think that is what she'd like to have said. Yes.
She was probably thinking it.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, she might have said it as well, to be fair. The woman bought the lottery ticket from a firm called Super Gyros, something like that, where you can only win the jackpot by winning 2 draws, which is considered practically impossible. Her win also meant that her daughter could enroll in her next term of university as the family were unable to afford the fees. Where's the dad in all this as well? Because surely he should be paying towards the daughter. But there you have it. Yeah. However, she defied the odds as she had the winning ticket 8628 in the lottery and 1935 in the Caribbean night draw. Ooh. She brought the ticket on January 17th, which by chance, it was 1 year anniversary that her husband left her. Okay. So I was hoping this is going to be a little bit more juicy, to be honest, but it's kind of getting to the point where it's a Metro article. So after their separation, the woman was left in trouble financially. She was left trembling after she found out that she won the jackpot, which was one of the biggest ever jackpots claimed in the South American country, where the average monthly salary is £800. It is also believed to be the biggest amount of money won in the Super Gyros lottery. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but yeah. And that is that. So, and somebody's written in the comments, how nice of her ex to actually contact her and congratulate her. You know, I think he was thinking he was going to get some money, maybe try and manipulate her, but it didn't work, did it, Mr. Man?
No, I wouldn't really call that revenge so much as that she took revenge. It's more the fact that these circumstances, perfectly fell for her to be able to, have a feeling of vengeance, maybe. But it's a nice article to end on. I like that. It's a positive thing.
Yeah, I was hoping for a bit more, blood, guts, real revenge, but there we have it. It is
like a screwed up true crime thing where they, like those horrendous lottery wins I hear about where they've killed people. God, they're awful, where they've murdered the winners, and very sad, horrible stuff.
Very horrible. Yeah, definitely. Right. Well, James, I don't know about you, but I think we've been talking enough Codswallop this week. I have been Gemma.
Has ever been James?
And we have been talking Codswallop.
That we have.
James can actually see this. Yes, sorry. Have a nice week. I'm sorry that I'm cutting him off. James can see all the little dances that I do now. I'm on a wheelie chair as well. It's more funny if you could actually watch it. James is giggling away, but I can't hear him. What's happened?
No, I am still here.
Okay.
Just silent laughter.
Yeah, James has got silent laughter. Right.